Imagine having a tool that lets you dance through conversations like a master illusionist, leaving everyone wondering, did they just dodge that question? Well, my friend, that's the magic of the false answer technique. Imagine this: someone hits you with a question and you're just not feeling like giving a straight answer. Maybe it's a sensitive topic, or perhaps you want to keep a little mystery. That's exactly when the false answer technique comes into play, like a superhero swooping in to save the day. Let's break it down with a real-life scenario. Say someone asks you if you've ever cheated on your partner. A simple yes or no could land you in hot water. So what do? You throw them a curveball, like, if you're suggesting I'm a cheater, I can assure you I'm not. So no, sneaky, right? The false answer technique, also known as the art of evasion, is all about dodging direct answers. It's a secret weapon for steering through those tricky conversations. Why opt for non-answers in the intricate dance of communication? Knowing when to show your hand and when to keep it close is an art form. Non-answers give you the rein, letting you steer the story without showing all your cards. It's not about lying, it's about strategic self-preservation. Humans are curious creatures. When we're met with a vague response, our brains can't help but try to solve the puzzle. The false answer technique plays into this curiosity, leading the conversation down new and unexpected paths. It's like a psychological chess match where managing perceptions is key. Life's full of touchy subjects: relationships, money, personal choices. The false answer technique is like a life jacket in these choppy waters. Instead of drowning in awkwardness, you use strategic non-answers to glide through tough talks with grace. Once you've mastered the art of not really answering, the next step is to steer the conversation smoothly. Counter questions become your best friend, shifting the focus us away from the original question. It's not about evasion, it's a delicate dance that turns uncomfortable moments into chances for deeper connections. How to hone your false answer skills. Mastering the false answer technique requires finesse and practice. Here are 5 steps to refine your skills and wield this strategic tool like a pro. 1. Timing is key. Know exactly when to play the non-answer card. Pick your battles wisely. Overusing this technique can make it predictable rather than a strategic move. Let's say you're attending a community meeting and the discussion turns to a recent controversial decision by the local council. A neighbor turns to you and asks, "What do you think about the council's decision? Do you agree with it?" This is a delicate situation. Your honest opinion might upset some neighbors, but you also don't want to seem evasive. It's time to play the non-answer card with good timing. You respond, "It's a complex issue with many perspective I'ves to consider. I think it's important for our community to have open discussions like this to understand all viewpoints." This response is timely because it acknowledges the question without revealing your personal stance, which could polarize the conversation. It shows you're engaged in the community's welfare while keeping the peace among neighbors. It's a strategic move that maintains harmony and avoids making the technique predictable or controversial. 2. Crafty communication on a first date. If asked, "Have you been in many relationships?" before directly answering could be too revealing too soon. A crafty response might be, "I've had my share of memorable experiences that have taught me a lot about what I value in a connection." This answer provides a glimpse into your perspective on relationships without giving away personal history. Your command of language is your arsenal. Craft responses that are open to interpretation without outright lying. The skill is in saying just enough to keep things interesting, leaving the door open for more. 3. Smooth transitions. Suppose you're grabbing coffee with a friend and they suddenly ask, "What do you think about all The drama happening at work you don't want to gossip, so you need a quick change of topic. Here's how you could smoothly switch the conversation. Work drama. Oh, it's always there, isn't it? But hey, let's not let that spoil our coffee. Have you tried the new caramel latte? Here, it's amazing. This way you acknowledge the question, but quickly move on to something more pleasant and light-hearted. It's like dodging a soccer ball smoothly and passing it to another player. Simple. Right when you sense suspicion or discomfort, transition into a counter question. This creates a flow that diverts attention from the initial question, captivating the other person with the new direction of the dialogue. 4. Emotional intelligence. Reading the emotional undercurrents of a conversation is crucial. Watch the other person's reactions and adjust your strategy accordingly. The false answer technique isn't one size fits all. It's a dynamic tool that responds to the subtleties of human interaction. Suppose you're at a casual get-together with friends and the topic of job satisfaction comes up. One friend, Alex, who usually loves to share work stories, is unusually quiet when someone asks Alex directly, "Are you still enjoying your job at the tech company?" Alex hesitates before giving a non-committal answer. "Yeah, it's going all right, right?" You notice Alex's hesitation and subdued tone, which are out of character. Instead of probing further, you decide to use the false answer technique with emotional intelligence. You say, "The tech world is always full of challenges, isn't it? It keeps things interesting. By the way, Alex, I remember you mentioning a project you were excited about. How's that going?" This response shows you're paying attention to Alex's mood and offering an opportunity to talk about something potentially more positive without putting pressure on the topic of job satisfaction. It's a way to respect Alex's emotional state and possibly steer the conversation to a more comfortable subject for them. This example illustrates how emotional intelligence guides the use of the false answer technique, making it a flexible tool that adapts to the nuances of human interaction. 5. Ethical boundaries. While the false answer technique is a handy skill, it's vital to recognize ethical limits. Avoid using it to manipulate or hurt others. The aim is to navigate conversations with poise, not to deceive. The false answer technique isn't merely a way to sidestep questions. It's a canvas for painting your own story in a world brimming with subtle cues and layered dialogue. Mastering the art of the non-answer is like having a compass in the wilderness of human interaction. It equips you with the finesse and authenticity to navigate through the social labyrinth. So, my friends, harness the power of the false answer technique. Let it be your guide in the intricate ballet of words and meanings. Stay sharp, stay empowered, and always remember the art of conversation is a constantly evolving masterpiece, and you are its master artist.